All right, David, what do we got?
So I hope we can have a little bit of fun with this because ESPN put together a list of all the quarterbacks that were drafted since 2020, and they included the projection of two this year, Cam Ward and Shador Sanders, and they ranked them all. So if they were all coming out of college this year, and if they were all in this draft, where would they rank amongst each other? So this has nothing to do with Joe Burrow taking his team to the Super Bowl. It has nothing to do with any NFL accomplishments. It's what their draft stock would be if they were all together in the same draft. So what I want you to do, the three of you, to guess on who you think is best on this list and two that you think would be the worst in the rankings on this list. We'll start with you, Kenny.
This is tough.
Just go with Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett, I put at the very bottom. he's one of the worst for me. I think maybe the problem is the bottom of this list. It feels like you could pick like 8 different guys that would be near the bottom. I'm going to say Cam Ward is my second guess for the bottom. I'm just thinking about the amount of smoke that each guy has coming out of college, right?
Yeah.
So the top for me, I'm going to guess Trevor Lawrence had a ton of smoke coming out of college, a ton of smoke. So he's going to be on my list, and I'm also going to say if Tua wasn't as controversial as he was because people didn't know, people were like, is Tua somebody you want to draft? Is he not? What's his upside? I'm going to say Joe Burrow, actually. I'm going to do Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow. A lot of smoke coming out of college. Feels like the right two to be at the top of this list.
And David, let me get this right. It's not what they've done. It's if they came out right now.
The draft stock.
We are totally ignorant of what their careers were going to be.
Correct.
Because I was going to put Trey Lance last, but okay.
Right, me too, but then he clarified it. So we take the top 2 and the bottom 2? Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
Okay.
Go Stoney.
I hate to agree all the time, but I'm going to go Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow as well. Burrow was the number 1 overall pick of the draft.
Okay.
People thought he was going to be really, really good. And Lawrence has to be probably number 1 on ESPN's list because he was like the freaking savior. As far as the worst on this list, that's going to be a toughie. So I will say Shador Sanders and Jordan Love.
Stoney, I'm wondering, I'm looking at this list here. Are we making a mistake not putting Caleb at the top of our list? I'm just asking questions.
No.
Okay.
Because he had questions coming out because a lot of them weren't even ability questions. It was like personality questions. My thing is trying to figure out whether I definitely think Shador would be on this list. I forgot about Kenny Pickett, but
Rico?
JJ was considered to be on the worst of my list, too. But.
It's funny because, Kenny, you and Stoney each picked one of mine. At the top, Trevor Lawrence. At the top, Caleb Williams. People thought he's going to be generational. At the bottom, Kenny Pickett. At the bottom, J.J. McCarthy.
Okay, so let me go through this. 21 guys that would have been drafted from 2020 to here. This is just a projection, right. So they didn't put, Jackson Dart on here.
Did any of us get any of them right?
See, I think I was going to ask, the thing about JJ, I think, though, going into the draft, most people had him rated higher than Bo Nix, though, as far as smoke goes and all that stuff. So, anyway, we had questions.
Let's start here at 21, and Kenny and Rico were correct. Kenny Pickett is the worst quarterback on this list. He was on the list to draft this year.
Mm-hmm.
At number 20 is Shador Sanders.
I was close.
So you were very close on that one. Next on the list at 19 is Michael Penix Jr.
I see, that's just wrong.
Yeah, I couldn't even think about that because Rico would kick my ass and make me leave.
Yes, you would. Kenny, you guessed Cam Ward. Cam Ward is 18th on the list, so he's still at the bottom, just not the worst. Let's continue here. Bo Nix would be number 17, so ahead of Cam Ward, but he would be right there. Jordan Love, which was Stoney's guess, he is number 16. So he's like bottom 6 there, so kind of close there. Mac Jones would be number 15.
Now you got to do it the right way, David.
Mac Jones
There we go.
would be number 15. Number 14 would be Justin Fields.
Really?
Justin Fields was drafted in 2021, as we all know, and failed in Chicago and failed in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh didn't give him a chance.
Number 13 on the list now.
Dangerous.
How is he ahead of Justin Fields? It is Anthony Richardson.
Because Anthony Richardson, because that's why I asked you, is it the hype going in, not productivity? Anthony Richardson was one of those quick risers.
He was hype. Yes, all hype.
He was at the bottom, and by draft, I mean, he went fourth. It was like, man, he is going to be, feast or famine. Some teams got to draft a Hall of Famer, or you're going to be drafting, everybody's getting fired, and you draft a new quarterback in 3 years.
You're exactly right about that. Number 12, Trey Lance, who also had a lot of hype going into that draft of 2021.
He did. I mean,
they had so many questions because besides COVID and the fact he played, Division 1A.
He played 3 games, though.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I mean, he was right there with Akili Smith and Jamarcus Russell. Like, he hoodwinked the league and got paid.
But Akili Smith was at least really good in college.
For a year.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, wait. You want
Cincinnati fell in love with him.
Right.
Let's get him. No, it's not that
Jamarcus
great.
Russell, can we pay you in lean?
Number
Purple
11
drink?
is J.J. McCarthy from the 2024 draft. So let's get into the top 10 here.
Higher than Michael Penix.
Start getting to some of these top selections that you all had. Number 10, C.J. Stroud, 2023 draft.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9, Zach Wilson.
Yeah. Because remember, that was all based on that one throw at his pro day where he did the spin and tossed it like 65 yards down the field and tricked everybody into thinking he was an NFL quarterback.
It's kind of funny when you look at it now, when you think about what he did in the NFL compared to the hype leading into the draft.
See,
9 ahead of C.J. Stroud.
See, here's the thing, though. Based off the other Jet quarterbacks, I would actually take a chance.
Because of what Sam Darnold did and what
Sam Darnold did with Geno Smith.
Yeah.
Like, every time the Jets wrote off a quarterback, they only went on and actually had a real career somewhere else.
True.
But I doubt if he will. But
at number 8, Bryce Young from the 2023 draft.
Yeah, because people were concerned about his height.
Yep.
But he had all this talent, Heisman Trophy
Yes,
winner,
yeah.
pedigree, Alabama. He's a winner. Because he took the job from
Sam
Hurts.
Darnold.
No.
Oh, wait. Oh, in college.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's why Hurts went to Oklahoma.
Number 7, Justin Herbert.
No, Tua took the job from Hurts, didn't he?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah, Tua took the job
Yes.
from Hurts.
Yes, he did. You're
Yes.
right. You're right.
Number 6 is Tua. Did anybody guess Tua? No one guessed Tua.
No one guessed
Okay.
Tua.
No.
All right, we're getting to it. Number 5, Drake May. Still waiting. Number 4.
Drake May was 5?
Wow.
Number 4, Jaden Daniels. So it really sounds like you all did a great job here. Number 3, we have Stoney and Kenny's guess of Joe Burrow. So you're close there. You're close there.
So I got them both.
At number 2 is Trevor Lawrence,
Number 1 is Caleb?
which is Rico, Stoney, and Kenny. And at number 1, Caleb Williams. Rico's the winner. He gets number 1 and 2, and he got the worst quarterback, Kenny Pickett. I think that was an easy one on Kenny Pickett,
Yeah.
right?
All right.
I screwed up the Kenny Pickett one.
I'm mad at myself. I even said maybe we're overlooking Caleb here.
But you know what?
said
I
it.
still think Caleb should not have been the number 1. Because he had
Hype-wise?
because he had questions because how can this guy be in the NFL? He sat on the bench and cried. He put his and he didn't talk to me. I mean, there was a lot of negative crap about Caleb Williams.
But when he had to.
And he did, in fact, go very fast. That is your QB draft ranking 97-1.